And now the Miami Heat will react. The world champions are on the clock. The 27th pick in the draft. Oh, they get a nice reaction in the room, huh? We got one Heat fan over to my left. And there's another one. It'd be good to have the T-shirt on underneath that jersey, perhaps. And the Heat with just a little over 3 minutes to make their selection. They put together the big three of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh to be able to win championships. And finally, the first one came after they were able to dispatch Oklahoma City in the NBA Finals, a 5-game series, which was pretty much thrilling throughout.
And LeBron with a quick hammer dunk.
Do not disappoint yourself and do not disappoint your teammates.
James on the break and the finish. The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. What a difference a year makes. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
And the Heat hoping to add to that championship legacy and perhaps strengthen their team. Norris Cole last year as a rookie was able to contribute for them late. And what would be the ideal thing for the Heat to get? Another piece to perhaps contribute and even strengthen a championship team?
Clearly they need size. I think Festus Ezeli from Vanderbilt would be a good guy. Big, strong. They don't need a guy that's going to, you throw it into and he's going to score 15 points a night. If he could go there and provide a defensive presence, that would be huge for them.
I really think what they're going to do is convert Chris Bosh into their full-time center. I think they're committed to spreading the floor more with LeBron James at the 4. I think they need younger wingmen to replace Mike Miller as he gets a little bit older. If he could break down any more and still run, I'll be shocked. And then, Battier's 33, so I think Perry Jones III, to me, is a no-brainer for them.
And that's a locker
talent level. He's the most talented player left.
That's a locker room that could help him mature too.
So the Heat now ready to make their selection. The pick is in as we go to the podium and see who will join LeBron and D. Wade and Chris Bosh down in Miami, where they just finished celebrating the second championship in franchise history. The first one for LeBron. Here's the commissioner. I promise he's back there. He's just waiting to make the grand entrance. The Thunder Sticks are calling for David Stern. There he is.
With the 27th pick in the 2012 NBA draft, the NBA champion Miami Heat select Arnett Moultrie from Mississippi State University.
Arnett Moultrie, the first Bulldog taken in the first round since Eric Dampier and Dante Jones in 1996. Fran, what did the Heat get with this big fella?
Well, here's what you got to know about this guy. He had pedestrian numbers in his 2 years at UTEP. The year he redshirted at Mississippi State, he really improved his offensive game. He's long and bouncy, terrific in pick and roll, plays with good energy, and a pretty good rebounder. He's got to get physical, but that's okay. He will. What you like about this kid is he shot 44% from behind the arc, although he didn't take a lot, but 78% from the foul line. He really improved his skill level to go along with nice athleticism and wingspan.
I saw him play in person a number of times this past year, Fran. He is a very hard worker. He show up early for practice. Stay late, really improved his offensive game, as you mentioned. And now Arnett Moultrie is going to Miami to be a member of the Heat. Let's bring in Tom Penn. Tom, your experience as a general manager. You're an expert on all salary cap issues. What's the situation right now for Miami in terms of money?
Well, let's talk the big picture in Miami. It's about continuing to chase championships. Can they do it? The answer is yes. It's just going to cost a lot of money down there, and here's why. 6 long-term contracts. The big 3 are locked in. The next three, Mike Miller, Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, locked into long-term deals. Here's the problem. A storm is brewing starting next year. New progressive luxury tax rules. It gets a lot more expensive. Right now, it's dollar for dollar. So if you're $20 million over the tax, it costs you $20 million in tax. Guess what? Starting next year, if you go $20 million over the tax, which is where Miami's headed, that results in a $45 million extra check you write. So this new system is going to create difficulty for the Lakers, for the Heat, for the teams in go-for-it mode to keep their core together. But if there's money to spend, they'll keep the championship going.
And perhaps, have you heard a lot, first of all, have you heard a lot of general managers who are already starting to think about that, about the luxury tax?
Oh, without question, because it's going to be a lot more punitive in the future than it is right now. And that's why our next pick, Oklahoma City, so many people around the league believe, as much as they like to keep James Harden and Serge Ibaka with Durant, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook, it's going to be almost impossible to do that unless their ownership is just willing to pay through the roof.
Check in with Rick Bucher, first-round pick that might be going to a different place. Got a trade in the works, Rick?
That's right. Arnett Moultrie of the Miami Heat is headed to Philadelphia for a future 45th pick. Excuse me, for the 45th pick and a future first-round pick. So the Philadelphia 76ers, who are already long and athletic, get yet another big man with a little bit of bounce. Reese?
All right, Rick, so we were talking about where Moultrie might fit in, and the Heat decide to opt out and move him up. What do you make of the Heat's move there? Just maybe saving some money, saving a guaranteed contract?
Yeah, I thought Moultrie would have been a nice fit. You know, big man, that they need a big man. But certainly, you know, they're a championship team, obviously. And when they come back, they'll be fine next year without Arnett Moultrie.
Yeah.
They'll be okay without him.
I think they're going to be fine.